Konami is finally reprinting the original LOB set. What does this mean for the hobby? Let's talk about it. Alright, so Konami just announced about like an hour and a half ago that they are going to be releasing two different products. The first one that I want to talk about is the Legendary Collection 25th anniversary. So for this one, it's going to be very similar to what we got in the past with the other Legendary Collection game boards, where we'd get one Dark Magician alternate art, one Blue Eyes alternate art, one Red Eyes alternate art, and then the 3 Egyptian God cards as promos. We're going to get Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, Magic Ruler, Pharaoh's Servant, Invasion of Chaos, and Dark Crisis. These are the exact same format that we got in the past with the other Legendary Collections. What's special about the 25th anniversary though is that they're going to be introducing a new rarity called Quarter Century Rare. I don't know what they mean by that, but regardless, this is going to be a new card that's going to be released in here, and it's basically going to be the 6 promo cards plus one of these 6 promos in Quarter Century Rare. Again, we have no idea what this looks like, but what we do know is that it's going to be a promo. Basically, you're going to be able to complete the whole set in 6 boxes. So that's the Legendary Collection announcement, and I mean, that one people are kind of used to it since we've had so many reprints of this product and so many reprints of the packs that are inside of this product. The more controversial one is going to be the Legend of Blue Eyes release. So Konami decided that they're going to be exclusively releasing LOB onto the market by themselves. We're not quite sure exactly what this means. Are they going to be releasing them in booster boxes, or are they going to be loose packs like how we find on Walmart? The thing that's puzzling about this announcement is that they announced that the booster packs are going to be available for the first time individually. I mean, we've had LOB packs being available by themselves in Walmart. Does this mean that those packs were repackaged by people who owned Legendary Collections and they decided to like split them up? Were those not official Konami releases? Or does this mean that they're going to be releasing them as booster boxes? I'm personally of the opinion that I think that they're going to be releasing 25th anniversary booster boxes. And the thing that makes me even more confident in this is that Hobbiesville.com, they actually have LOB booster boxes up for pre-order. So this tells me that they're actually releasing the whole LOB set in booster boxes. Another thing that they touched on is that you can pull both secret rares out of this set, and this means that there are no hobby or retail variants for these booster boxes. And again, that's just even more nail in the coffin to the fact that they're going to be releasing LOB in booster boxes. There's nothing else that is special about this booster box though, so other than the fact that it's going to be stamped with 25th anniversary. In terms of the cards, they didn't really announce that there'd be anything special about them. So those are the announcements. Now I want to get into my thoughts on this and how this will impact the hobby. So firstly, for Legendary Collection, I don't think that this will do anything. This is basically just another reprint of a long line of Legendary Collection reprints. This is probably the gateway product that brings a lot of people back. They get excited about being able to acquire the God cards for cheap, and then eventually, as they move up the collecting ladder, the promos that they acquired in these sets become freebies that they toss in packages whenever they sell something. One thing that struck me as odd about this Legendary Collection, as well as every other iteration in the past, is the fact that they refuse to reprint MFC or things like LOD or PGD. Now we know for sure that MFC is a short printed set. It never came out in other languages other than Korean. So how come Konami refuses to reprint this set? Was something going on in terms of the copyrights? Why is it that they just refuse to make more of this? It's actually why the MFC Dark Magician Girl, the original one, even in Unlimited, goes for $300. I really don't understand why, but it might be something similar to what happened with the Strike of Neos Air Neos debacle. Do I think that this Legendary Collection reprint is going to affect the original sets? Absolutely not. I mean, the original sets are already hitting rock bottom in my opinion. I think they are so down from their all-time highs that I don't think that this will have an effect at all, because the people who are buying vintage still are not really interested in reprint products. I can't say the same thing though about the Legend of Blue Eyes booster boxes that are being reprinted. I think the people who were originally paying like $2,000, $3,000 for LOB Unlimited booster boxes were basically people who had all the original sets in first edition because those are very cheap. But when they got to LOB, because first edition is so expensive, they had to settle for the Unlimited. Well, if these people are going to settle, they might as well settle for the reprint and not even pay $2,000 and just get like an $80 box and still have LOB represented on their shelf. I was never really for purchasing unlimited booster boxes. I always said that they are prone to reprints. There's really no intrinsic value on the inside because the cards can always resurface if Konami decided. So that's why I think that the prices will go down. But the reason that I don't think that they will completely crash is because of the thing that we talked about in previous videos, which is the square logo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the original Konami sets, LOB, MRD, MRL, PSV, and LON, all had square logos at the top left to represent the Konami brand. This was later scrapped in 2003 and it was replaced by Konami with a red banner, and then eventually even the banner was scrapped and then it was basically just the word Konami written as the logo. So this square logo, although it is not as perfect as something like first edition in preserving the collectability of these booster boxes, it still does a really good job in distinguishing a 2002 box and a 25th anniversary box, or any reprint box in between those. And that's probably why a lot of people have the confidence to spend that much money on an unlimited booster box. One thing though that I feel like a lot of people are not considering is the fact that if they were to reprint this set today in booster boxes, are they going to have to put the EN prefix behind the card number? If they did that and there was no clear apparent way to distinguish them from original LOBEN cards, then that would definitely hurt the value of LOBEN. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, stay tuned for next Friday where I have a complete guide on understanding what EN is and where they actually come from. Now I want to talk about the investable potential of this product. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that this product will be released in March. This is going to be most likely replacing the reprint set that comes out every single year during that time. And because it's going to be very similar to Ghosts from the Past 2 in terms of release, I also want you to keep in mind that this product will most likely be super printed. Like, it will not be just average printing. This will be printed into the ground. So if you really want this product for your collection or as an investment, I would actually advise you to wait until a month or two right after pre-orders, where the sealed product usually rock bottoms. And when they do, I think that would be a better time to pick them up than if you pre-order them. I don't think pre-ordering will be that efficient because we saw what happened with Ghosts from the Past 2. If the hype is real, everybody comes in on it. And when everybody jumps on the hype train, that's basically Konami's signal to print like the Federal Reserve. Like, Konami will not allow the secondary market to breathe until this product is out of print. So it is my recommendation to give Konami the signal that this product is just average and not let them milk the cow until it's dry. So that's basically that. If I personally pick up a couple of cases, it'll most likely be around a month or two after release. What are your thoughts? Do you think that reprinting older products is dangerous for the hobby, or if it's good? In my opinion, I think that it is a good way to bring a lot of old collectors back, as long as they don't completely destroy the product by overprinting it. Like the video if you enjoyed this coverage. Subscribe if you want to see the EN guide that's coming out next Friday. And if you want to support the channel further, I have a Patreon, and you can also use the links in the description to shop to pick yourself up your own garden of binders that I make myself. They're incredibly high quality. You'll be very pleased. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.